Whenever I get a chance to meet some old friends out on the street, they wonder, how does a man get to be this way? I've always got a smiling face at any time or any place, and every time they ask me why, I just smile and say, here we go. You've got to kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning, love her like a devil when you get back home. People may try to guess the secret of a happiness, but some of them never learn it's a simple thing. The secret I'm speaking of is a woman and a man in love, and the answer is in this song that I always sing. Here we go. You've got to kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning, love her like a devil when you get back home. Kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning, love her like the devil when you get back home. Thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome along to Season 2, Episode 1 of The Morning Show. Nice to have you along with me. Thank you for tuning in on this this dreary, miserable Wednesday morning here in Cleethorpes by the Sea, the 14th of October 2020. Let me know what the weather's like where you are, because I'm always interested, as you know. If you've watched me before, if you haven't watched me before, I have been doing The Morning Show for a little while now, but I've changed the format up a little bit since this is the first morning show back after a bit of a break. So we've got some new features and new things happening, so hopefully you'll enjoy the new format, but we've still got some of the old favourites as well. So we're going to have a quick look at what we've got coming up. In just a moment's time, we're going to have a look at the country music headlines, as we always do, but then we've got a brand new feature, Story of the Song. You might have heard me speak about this one on Sunday. I've decided to include it in the morning show, not necessarily every week. We'll pop it back now and again, but it's a story behind a song that I like, basically, and hopefully you'll like it too. So that's coming up at 15:15. Then we've got Best of British at 11:25. I'll tell you a bit more about that when we get to it. That's a brand new feature as well, as is Something Old and Something New, which is happening at 20:12. So I'll tell you all about that a little bit later on. So we've got lots and lots coming up today. I'm just going to say some very, very quick hellos, see who we've got watching today. If you wouldn't mind sharing the video as well, please. This is the first one back after a bit of a break, so people might have forgotten about the show and things like that. So if you wouldn't mind sharing, then I'd be hugely appreciative, just so more people can find us. So hello to Sharon Elizabeth King. She's here. Hello, Sharon. Faye Curtin is here. They were both in early today. Who else have we got? Mary Davis says, morning, Richard. It's great having our Richard back. Oh, that's very kind, Mary. Thank you, my darling. You're watching in Scunthorpe, aren't you? And John Bratton is here. He says, hi, RP. Hello there, John. I hope you are well. Thank you for tuning in. Brenda, hi. Great to have you back. Can I request Half Past Tipsy? We might finish the show with that one, perhaps. I've not decided on my last song of the show, so yes, we might include that one for you, Brenda. Nice to have you here as well. Annette Hodgson is here. Hello, Annette. Sandra Harris is here. Karen James, good morning. Last day of my holiday today, so I'm having a lazy day. Oh, I don't blame you. And watching me as well, so that's very good of you to do. Thank you for tuning in. Sunny in the Wirral, says Annette. So I'm pleased to hear that. Sunny in Devon. Oh, I'm missing out here then. Lovely and sunny in Wales, says Wendy. You're North Wales, aren't you? Oh well, I'm losing out then here in Cleethorpes. Everywhere else is nice, apparently. 50-50 in Scunthorpe, says Mary. And Alvy Pig says, morning, Richard, sunny day. And Mary Fowler is here as well. I'll have a few more comments a little bit later on, but it is time to have a look now at the news headlines. Okay, let me just get in the square. I've changed my format a little bit for the news headlines. Okay, so the first news headline of the day. Well, a few weeks ago, you might have remembered that I brought you an ACM Awards special edition of the morning show, and we now have another big award show on the horizon, the CMT Music Awards. The awards were originally supposed to take place in June, but were postponed due to coronavirus, and will now air on the 21st of September. So yesterday afternoon, CMT announced 2 more additions to the awards show lineup in the shape of Shania Twain and Sam Hunt. Shania Twain will be making her first CMT appearance in nearly a decade. She is back with a vengeance as Shania, a fabulous artist. I've always liked Shania ever since she first appeared on the scene. Other noticeable performers include Darren Shay, Little Big Town, Luke Bryan, Ingrid Andress, and Ashley McBride, and also a special collaboration with Luke Combs and Brooks and Dunn. So I'm going to bring you some more news on the awards next week because it is on the 21st of October. Okay, next in the headlines is Morgan Wallen, for all the wrong reasons, unfortunately. Morgan Wallen has been removed from the guest lineup from last Saturday's edition of the hit US chat show Saturday Night Live after making headlines for partying maskless and in multiple different locations after attending a 3rd of October University of Alabama football game. He is quoted as saying, "My action this past weekend were pretty short-sighted, and they have obviously affected my long-term goals and dreams. I respect the show's decision because I know I put them in jeopardy, and I will take ownership for this." He goes on to say that he is going to take a step back from the spotlight for a little while and go work on himself. "I wish I could have made country music and my fans proud this Saturday, but I respect the decision." His recent release, Seven Summers, debuted atop Billboard's Hot Country Song charts, becoming only the 5th song to start at the summit in the history of the charts since its inception in 1958. Okay, and last in the country music headlines today, a little bit of a sad one. Mac Davis, unfortunately, has passed away. You might know Mac is a legendary country music and singer and songwriter, and he died age 78, his manager has confirmed. The news followed days after Davis' family announced that the musician was critically ill after undergoing heart surgery in Nashville. The Texan native first found fame as a songwriter for Elvis Presley in 1969, and he wrote the lyrics to some of Presley's most memorable tracks, such as In the Ghetto, Memories, Don't Cry Daddy, and his posthumous hit, A Little Less Conversation. He also wrote for Glenn Campbell and Kenny Rogers, as well as being a country singer in his own right, earning a Grammy nomination for his 1972 song, Baby Don't Get Hooked on Me. He was admitted into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2000 before entering the National Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2006. So that does finish your news. Okay, and in the usual fashion, I am going to sing a song now that ties in with the last country music headline that we had today, and that was, of course, the sad news of Mac Davis passing away. And he wrote some lovely songs for Elvis, including this next one, which is a little bit of In the Ghetto. We're going to have a go at this one. As the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto. In the ghetto. And his mama cries, 'cause there's one thing that she don't need, it's another little hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. Don't you understand? A child needs a helping hand. He'll grow to be an angry young man someday. Take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Or do we simply turn our heads and look the other way while the world turns? And a hungry little boy with a runny nose plays in the street as a cold wind blows in the ghetto. In the ghetto. And his hunger burns as He starts to roam the streets at night, and he learns how to steal, and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. Then one night in desperation, the young man breaks away, buys a gun, steals a car, tries to run, but he don't get far, and his mama cries. As a crowd gathers round, an angry young man face down in the street with a gun in his hand in the ghetto. As her young man dies in the ghetto. On a cold and gray Chicago morning, another little baby child is born in the ghetto. And his mama cries. In the ghetto. Okay, a little bit of In the Ghetto there, in memory of Mr. Mac Davies, who sadly passed away. Okay, we just got time to say a few more hellos. If you are just tuning in, I'll just give you a quick look at what we've got coming up today. It is an all... Pressed the wrong button there. It's an all-new show today. We've got new features going on, so lots to look forward to. In a moment's time, we're going to have a story of a song, which is a brand new feature that I've thought up, where I tell you a story all about a song that I like and then sing you it. So that's what we've got coming up in a moment's time. I'll just say a few more hellos. I'll just put the camera back on me. Where did we get up to? Alvy Pig was just tuning in, wasn't she, when I last had a look. Carol Firth is here. Morning, Ricky P. Got to go out, but we'll listen mostly. Well, that's okay, Carol. You can always catch me on catch up, so don't worry too much. Lee Heggie is here in Australia. Nice to have you along. Thank you for tuning in. Joanne Hill, nice to hear you, she says. Thank you, Joanne. Lovely sunny in Pontefract, said Brenda. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. Good for you. Sheila Leaning is here. She says hi, and hello to you, Sheila. Thank you for tuning in. And Alvy Pig says, love Wednesday mornings. Thank you very much. A lot of people tell me that Wednesday morning is their favourite show, the ones that I do, so that's nice to hear, and hopefully you're still enjoying it with these new features that I'm going to be bringing your way very, very shortly. In fact, we're going to do one of them now. This is a brand new feature for today called Story of the Song. Okay. I'll just show you the little video, actually. Wait there. I didn't... There we go. That's what should have happened. So, Riding with Private Malone. You might know this one because I have been singing it for a little while. I'm going to tell you the story first, and then I will sing it to you. Okay, so Riding with Private Malone is a fabulous song. It's a story song. Written by Wood Newton and Tom Shepherd about a veteran just out of the military who buys a vintage second-hand car. It turns out that the car's former owner was a fellow soldier whose spirit is seemingly protecting him during a serious accident. It was recorded in 2001 by David Ball and scored a #2 hit for him. And its patriotic story kept stations playing it after the 9/11 terrorist attacks that September. The writers of the song met on Matthew Gillian's show on WSM Radio. Tom Shepherd had seen a story about a guy who restored a 1966 Corvette and put it up on a website. And then he heard another story about a guy who restored a car, and he would tune the radio into one channel, but it would always change back to a different station, so he thought the car was haunted. The two writers met 4 different times and worked on the song for a couple of hours each time, trying to get the song right. And they were a little concerned as it ended up being over 4 minutes long, and there's some unwritten song law to keep them under 3 minutes, but they couldn't find a way to tell the story in under 4 minutes, so it stayed as it was. The writers never thought that David Ball would be interested in the song, but he heard it when they were doing a songwriters show in Nashville, and immediately he said that he wanted to sing it. He learned it and recorded it on Music Row in Nashville. And he'd already recorded his album Amigo, and it was all finished and ready to be released, so it was unsure whether the song would be able to make it onto the album or not. But as a trial, Carl Mayfield played the guitar and vocal recording of David singing the song, and the phones lit up. Mayfield said he had never seen that happen since they played Murder on Music Row by Alan Jackson and George Strait. This made up the minds of David's record label, and the song was added to the album, and even went on to release it as a single in August 2001. So I'm going to sing the song now then. There's a little bit of Riding with Private Malone. Have a listen to the words. It's a very good story song, this one. I was just out of service, slumming through the classifieds, when I had that sad old Chevy somehow caught my eye. The lady didn't know the year, not even if it ran, but I had that $1,000 in my hand. It was way back in the corner of the sore ramshackle barn, 30 years of dust and dirt on that green army tar. When I pulled the cover off, it took away my breath. What you called a Chevy was a '66 Corvette. I felt a little guilty as I counted out the bills, but what a thrill I got when I sat behind the wheel. I opened up the glove box, and that's when I found the note. The date was 1966. This is what he wrote. He said, my name is Private Andrew Malone. If you're reading this, then I didn't make it home. But for every dream that shatters, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of mine, now it belongs to you. And though you may take her, make her your own, you'll always be riding with Private Malone. Well, it didn't take me long at all, I had her running good. I love to hear those horses thunder underneath the hood. I'd shine like a diamond and I'd put the rag top down. All the pretty girls would stop and stare as I drove her through town. The buttons on the radio didn't seem to work quite right, but I picked up that old insure, especially late at night. I get the feeling sometimes if I turn real quick I'd see so you're riding shotgun in the seat right next to me. It was a young man named Private Andrew Malone who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that shatters, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of his back when it was new. And he told me to take her and make her my own. I was proud to be riding with Private Malone. Oh, one night it was raining hard, I took the curb too fast. I still don't remember much about that fiery crash. Someone said they thought they saw a soldier pull me out. They didn't get his name, but I know without a doubt it was a young man named Private Andrew Malone who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that shatters, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of his back when it was new. And I know I wouldn't be here if he hadn't tagged along. That night I was riding with Private Malone. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's a little bit of riding with Private Malone. Okay, good morning. If you are just tuning in, nice to have you along. Thank you for taking the time to come and say hello and watch me. I'm going to say a few hellos now, but just before I do, just in case you are just tuning in, we do have a new lineup today with it being a new season of the show. In just a couple of minutes' time, we're going to have a look at a brand new feature called Best of British, which I'll tell you more about in a few minutes' time. And then we've got Something Old, Something New at 20 to 12. And the idea is that as the week goes on, I'm going to mix the features up a little bit. So we'll have some of the old features, like a couple of classics and a trip to Broadway, and we'll mix things all together. So you'll never know what the format's going to be for the show, because it'll be a different lineup every time. And hopefully I'll have a few new features as well. So we'll just keep it a random show each week, and that's what I'm hoping to do. So just let's say a few hellos to people who have just joined us since I last looked. Where did we get up to? Round about here, I think. Marilyn Withers is here. Hello, Marilyn. She says, hello, everyone. Nice to see you back. How's Ted? Ted's very well, thank you. I think he's down here somewhere. Is he in his basket? Let me have a look. Ted! Do you want to come say hello? Ted! I can't see him, but he might be in the kitchen. He might be grazing. If he appears, I'll grab him and show him to you, because I am on dog sitting duties today, because Ben's at work. So there we go. Wendy Sims, morning, Richard. May have to leave in a bit. Well, that's okay, Wendy. You can always watch on catch up. There's no problem with that. Elizabeth Holt, really loved that song. It is a very clever song. It's a very good song, very well written. Yes, Wendy Sims loved Private Malone as well. Thanks for the story. That's okay. I hope you enjoyed that feature. It's something a little bit different. It's nice to know the story behind songs sometimes, isn't it? Anne Larson is here. Hello, Anne. She's in Denmark, and she says, beautiful song, Private Malone, touching. Yes, it's a very cleverly written. Brenda, so good to have you back. How is Ted? Is he going to make an appearance? As I said, I don't know exactly where he is. I'll go and find him in a minute, and I can show you him. Just give me a couple of minutes, and I'll grab him. Elizabeth, wonderful. Not heard it for ages. Still gives me goosebumps. And sunny in Wakefield too. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. Very good. Okay, well, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this week I am back on full-time streaming duties again. So we've got the morning show today. Friday we'll have afternoon live at 2:30. And Sunday, I'll be doing my Sunday special at 4 p.m. So a full week now that we're back up and running again. We've got lots to look forward to. Obviously, Friday and Sunday are both request shows. So if you do have any requests, do save them for those shows. Look out for my statuses that I put on over the next couple of days, and request away. And I'll be only too pleased to sing them if I know them. And even if I don't know them, I might have time to learn them. So do get in touch and let me know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's probably time that we did the new feature, one of the many new features that we've got today, Best of British. Okay, so this is going to be another occasional feature that I'm going to chuck in from week to week, and I'll just tell you a little bit more about it. Now, I'm very, very pleased that you all watch me on a regular basis, and some of you only watch me. I don't think some of you don't watch anybody else at all. But as flattering as that is, there is a whole world of country music out there at the moment, especially because obviously none of us artists can do many gigs, if any gigs at all, at the moment. So most of the British country music artists are streaming regularly on Facebook, and there's some absolutely fabulous ones out there. So I'm just going to give you a taster of a few of them now, who have been streaming over the last week, and hopefully I can tell you when they're going to be streaming, so you can maybe catch their next show, and hopefully you might be able to find some new favourites out there as well. So hopefully you like the sound of that. I'm gonna first go to one of my all-time favourite singers on the British country music scene. She's a lovely lady as well, and one of the best voices, in my opinion, in country music. Not just British country music, but country music in general. And that's a lovely lady by the name of KD. And this is her from Saturday Just Gone, singing a lovely song by Ingrid Andress by the name of what's it called? If I Take You Home to Mama, I think it's called. It might be called something else, but it's a beautiful song by Ingrid Andress, and it goes something like this.
I can't wait to show you where I grew up, walk around the foothills of my town, probably feel like bedrooms. Pack a shirt for church because we'll go. I'm not trying to scare you off, but I just thought that we should talk a few things out before we hit the road. If I bring you home tomorrow, I guess I'd better warn you. She falls in love a little faster than I do. And my dad will check your tires, pour you whiskey over ice, and take you fishing, but pretend that he don't like you. Oh, if we break up, I'll be fine, but you'll be breaking more hearts than mine. My sister's gonna ask a million questions, say anything she can to turn you red. And when you meet my high school friends, they'll buy you drinks and fill you in on all the crazy nights I can't outlive. And if I bring you home tomorrow, I guess I'd better warn you. She falls in love a little faster than I do. And my dad will check your tires, pour you whiskey over ice, and buy you dinner, but pretend that he don't like you. Oh, if we break up, I'll be fine, but you'll be breaking more hearts than mine. If I bring you home tomorrow, I guess I'd better warn you. She feels every heartache I go through. And if my dad sees me crying, pour some whiskey over ice, and tell I say he never really liked you. Oh, if we break up, I'll be fine, but you'll be breaking more hearts than mine. You'll be breaking more hearts than mine. Oh, what a cracking.
Absolutely fabulous. KD there singing More Hearts Than Mine. I remembered the name of it now. I do hope you enjoyed that. I can't see that you could do anything but enjoy that because it's such a fabulous rendition of a fabulous song. And that's a lovely KD. She does stream every Saturday night. I think it's around 8 o'clock she starts, 8:30. But she goes on for about 3 hours, so you can't really miss her if you're on Facebook on a Saturday night. But do tune in because she gets an absolutely fabulous viewing figures and things like that. And rightly so, because she is a brilliant artist, a brilliant talent. Okay, next we're going to have a look at a couple of singers now. That's Mr. Rob Childs and Nadine Summers. Both fabulous artists in their own right, but together they're even better. Let's have a look at them.
I can see a new expression on my face. I can feel a strange sensation taking place. I can hear the guitar playing lovely tune every time that you walk in the room. I close my eyes for a second and pretend it's me you want. Meanwhile, I try to act so nonchalant. I see the summer nights with a magic moon. Every time that you walk in the room, maybe it's a dream come true. It's you. Wish I could show you how much I care, but I only have enough to stay. I can feel that something pounding in my brain. Just anytime someone speaks your name, trumpet sound and I hear rendezvous. Every time that every time that every time that you walk in the room.
There we go, the fabulous Rob Childs and Nadine Summers. I know that Rob is streaming tomorrow. This afternoon, actually. He would normally stream on a Thursday afternoon, but for 1 week only, he is on at 2 o'clock, I believe, this afternoon. If you want to catch Rob, I'm not sure when Nadine is next streaming again, but do watch her Facebook, because I'm sure it won't be too long. So we've got time for one more, I think, from our British artists, and then we'll be having a look at the next feature of the show today, which is Something Old and Something New. I'll tell you more about that in a few minutes' time. But in the meantime, I'm gonna play you a little video of the lovely Natalie Thurlow. This was from her show, I think it was yesterday. I think it was. But she's singing a fabulous song by Lone Star called Let's Be Us Again. And there was a dance to this one once upon a time. I think it was by Andrew and Sheila. If you can remember that one, then feel free to have a go at it. But this is a lovely Natalie Thurlow. Goes something like this. Well, there we go. That was the lovely Natalie Thurlow there, ending the best of British section for today. And I've brought somebody to say hello to you. Look, he's a little bit camera shy, I think, because a couple of you asked if I could. And this is the lovely little Ted. You may remember I bought, me and Ben bought a little puppy about 2 weeks ago, and this was the result of that. And he's very beautiful, but he was fast asleep, so I feel a bit bad now for grabbing him out of his basket. But there we go. We've said, oh, look, he's yawning. Do you want to go back to bed? Should we let him go back to bed, ladies and gentlemen? I think we probably should. Okay, wait there. I'll pop him down. Go back to bed, then. Go back to bed. Oh, there you go. So there we go. Thank you as well if you have just tuned in. Thank you for coming to find me today. This is what you've missed so far. We've done the headlines and we've done the story of the song, which were and the best of British. They were both new features for today. But I will be continuing now and again, not every week because I'm going to mix things up week on week. But we've got something old, something new coming up very, very shortly. I'm just going to say a few last-minute hellos and things and see who we've got joining us since I last looked. Where did we get up to? Round about there, I think it was. Yes, KD is awesome. I watch you and her every week, says Joanne. Yes, KD is absolutely fabulous. And Sandra, watch KD. She is brilliant. This lady has a lovely voice. Yes, she's absolutely brilliant. As I said, every Saturday night she's on, so do try and catch her if you can. And apparently there's a dance out to it, says Karen. I didn't know that, but it is a great song, so that's good to hear. Where else are we? Tina Argyle. Good morning, Tina. Thank you for tuning in. Nice to have you here. Thank you, darling. Wendy Sims, love Rob and Nadine. Always watch Rob. Yes, they are a brilliant, two brilliant acts, and even better when they combine, in my opinion. And Karen Jane says, love Natalie, and I remember dancing this one many years ago. Yes, it was a good dance. You're all loving Ted as well. Yes, he is very cute. Yes, and he's gone back to his basket now and is fast asleep. So there we go. Okay, so something old and something new. Are you ready for the last new feature of the day? Okay, so the idea of this feature is that I sing two songs which both have something in common. But one of the songs is older and one of the songs is newer. And you've got to tell me what the link is, really, in the chat. It could be easy, it could be difficult, it could be something obscure, or it could be something quite obvious, like they're both by the same person or something like that. But I'm not going to tell you what the link is today, obviously, because you've got to work that out in the chat. But do let me know when you figure it out. You might have to wait until the second song, really, because obviously you won't know what the link is before you hear the second song. But it could be anything. Think outside the box, think inside the box. But I think I've been fairly obvious today, just till we get the gist of this feature. We're going to start with this one. As we sat on the front porch of that old gray house where I was born and raised, staring at the dusty fields where my daddy worked hard every day. I think you can heard it when I said, Daddy, there's a lot that I don't know. But don't you ever dream about a life where corn don't grow. Well, he just sat there silent, staring at his favorite coffee cup. I saw a storm of mixed emotions in his eyes as he looked up. He said, son, I know at your age it feels like this world is turning slow. And you think you find the answer to it all when corn don't grow. That sounds real. There's dusty fields no matter where you go. You might change your mind. Sweet to high where corn don't grow. I remember feeling guilty as my daddy turned and walked back in the house. Oh, I was only 17 back then, and I thought that I knew more than I know now. You said, son, I know at your age, it feels like this world has turned slow. Ain't it funny how a dream can turn around where corn don't grow? That sounds real. This feels no matter where you go. You might change your mind. There's weeds to hide where corn don't grow. Yeah, you might change your mind. Oh, there's weeds to hide where corn don't grow. Thank you very much. Okay, your second song in the Something Old, Something New today is this one. Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared beneath the stars above. For a moment, all the world was right. How could I have known that you'd ever say goodbye? And now, I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. Holding you, I held everything. For a moment, wasn't I the king? If I'd only known how the world falls. He used to say, you know, I might have changed it all. And now, glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. Could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. Yes, my life's are better left to chance. Could have missed the pain, I'd have had to miss the dance. much. That does conclude your something old, something new for today. And did anybody get the link between the two songs? I'm just about to have a look in the chat now and find out. Let's have a quick look. Okay, we had an early guess from Sandra. First guess, Tina Argyle. Anybody else said anything? Let me have a look. Defo Tina, says Sandra. Beautiful song and beautiful dance and song. Blooming love it. There we go. Yes, Sandra is correct, I think, says Karen. Any more guesses? John Bratton. The link is obvious. You sang both songs. All right, I don't know. Okay, yes, the link was the lovely Tina Argyle. She choreographed line dances to both of those songs. So well done to Sandra. You take the point for today. We'll see who's in the lead at the end of the season. So there we go. Well done, Sandra. Fantastic, says Anne. Thank you. And to Kirsty, good morning. Thank you for tuning in today. Okay, well, we've not got much time left. We have run out of features, though. That is all the features for today. We have a request, though, for the lovely Brenda to do a bit of Half Past Tipsy. So we're going to do that one shortly. In fact, we'll do that one next. And then if somebody would like to request a last song of the show, then do that in the chat whilst I'm singing this next song. And I shall choose a winner once we've finished this one. So here we go. A little bit of Half Past Tipsy. Got something like this. Big hit for Luke Combs and Brooks and Dunn. They did a duet with this one. But also a lovely dance as well called Half Past Tipsy. It was something like this. Well, I got a call from ready about at 6 o'clock, saying he caught a hanger for a honky tonk. Wants a nice cold beer and a country song. You don't want to stay out all night long. I ain't the kind of let a buddy drink alone, but I can turn it off once I turn it on. No stopping me once I get going, but I can't in my head and that white ass open. Tick-tock out that clock is like a time bomb. Oh yeah. Half-past 10 and a half-past tipsy. Running to 12 and I done have plenty. Countdown's on when the first beer hits me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, too many. Oh yeah. At 5 damn mirrors, I was feeling loose, singing karaoke to a TL tune. When that pretty little thing shot me a wing, I said, hey cowboy, can I buy you a drink? Hey baby doll, I will have you home, but I can't turn it off once I turn it on. Don't stop me once I get going, the can in my head and that white ass open. Tick-tock up that clock is like a time bomb. Oh yeah. 5 past 10 and a half-past tipsy. 11 to 12 and I done have plenty. Countdown's on when the first beer hits me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, too many. Oh. Never been the kind of quitter. I'm starting like hell to the bottom of this. The night's too young, so what do you say? We shotgun.
Yeah, we should go on with you, Luke. Come on, Ronnie.
No stopping me once I get going. The can in my head and that white ass open. Tick-tock out that clock is like a time bomb. Oh yeah. 10 and a half-past tipsy. 1 to 12 and I done have plenty. Countdown's on when the first beer hits me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, too many. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, too many. Yee-hoo. Thank you very much. 1 too many, especially for the lovely Brenda Martin from down in Devon. Okay, let's just have a quick catch up on the comments before we go into the last song. Have we had a request? Oh, we have. Desperado and Whiskey Lullaby. Have both been asked for. Reeb says, morning from Corby. Didn't realise you were on today. I am indeed, yes. It's the first show back from, we've had a few weeks off, but the first show back, we're calling it the second season just because of the gap in between. So, yes, brand new morning show. You will have to rewind or catch up and see what new features I had on today, because we've done a few different things to normal, and we'll continue to mix it up each week going forward. Okay, so which one do we pick out of the two of those? I'm not sure. Oh, Aidan Fryer says hello as well. Hello to Aidan. Okay, what was the two request again? Let me have another look. We did Don't Take the Girl recently. So I'll tell you what, we'll do Whiskey Lullaby and Desperado then, because the two sad songs though, that's the only problem. But since you both asked so nicely, here's a bit of Desperado first of all for Alan. This one via Sandra, a bit of the Eagles. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. You're a hot one, I know. You've got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you can hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy. She'll beat you if she's able. You know the queen of hearts is always your best bet. And it seems to me some fine things have laid upon your table, and you only want the ones that you can get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. Oh, and freedom, that's just some people talking. Your prisoners walking through this world all alone. Don't you think it cold in the winter time, when the sky won't snow and the sun won't shine? It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. Oh, you're losing all your highs and lows, and it's funny how the feeling goes away. Yeah, yeah. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Oh, come down from your fences and open the gate. Oh, I'm ever reading, there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. Let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too Thank you very much. A little bit of Desperado, especially for Alan and Sandra. And I've just got time for one more song this morning, but thank you very much to everybody for tuning in. I do really appreciate your company here on this miserable Wednesday morning. It's been nice to have you with me. And hopefully you can join me again on Friday afternoon and Sunday afternoon for my next two shows of the week. I hope you enjoyed the new format of the morning show, by the way. Let me know if you enjoyed the new features. Send me a little message or let me know in the comments if you did like the new features. And as I said, I will be mixing it up. I will be bringing back some things from the old season. So we'll be bringing back featured artists now and again. I'll do a few songs by the same artist. We'll be bringing back a couple of classics and a trip to Broadway and things like that. And we'll also do specials when there's anything special happening in the world of country music. I will do another sort of special episode again. So I will be changing it up. Wednesday morning show is the most fun one to do because it's got a lot more scope. But I enjoy the Friday and the Sunday shows as well, which is mainly all of your song requests. So hopefully I shall see you then. Massive thank you if you have left a tip today or if you're going to leave one at the end of the show. I massively appreciate that. Times haven't changed, obviously. I'm still housebound, really. No work or anything like that at the moment. So, and it doesn't look like things are going to get any better either if you watch the news. So things are very, very difficult at the moment. But your tips do keep me ticking over with food and things like that. So thank you very much if you have done that or are going to the end of the show. I'm going to leave you with this one. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you may be getting up to. And I'll see you again on Friday afternoon. This is a bit of Whiskey Lullaby, especially for the lovely Sheila Leanin. See you later. She put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette. She broke his heart, spent his whole life trying to forget. Watched him drink his pain away a little at a time, but he never could get drunk enough to get her off his mind until the night he put that bottle to his head, pulled the trigger, finally drank away her memory. Life is short, but this time it was bigger than the strength he had to get up off his knees. Found him with his face down in the pillow, with a note that said, "I love her till I die." When we buried him beneath the willow, the angel sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la. The rumors flew, but nobody knew how much she blamed herself for years and years. She tried to hide the whiskey on her breath. Finally drank her pain away a little at a time, but she never could get drunk enough to get him off her mind until the night she put that bottle to her head, pulled the trigger, finally drank away his memory. Life is short, this time it was bigger than the strength she had to get up off her knees. We found her with her face down in the pillow, clinging to his picture for dear life. We laid her next to him beneath the willow, while the angel sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la, la 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 la. La